Sherman, the Senior Vice President and Provost at New England Tech. Dr. Sherman, thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Big news coming out from New England Tech today, a top 20 national ranking by U.S. News and World Report for your online programs. What was your reaction when you got this ranking?
Well, we're obviously very excited about the ranking. We weren't all that surprised about the ranking. We've worked extremely hard to create really collaborative and innovative online learning environments. And I think that U.S. World News Report has recognized that.
Now, the only institution in Rhode Island, only
Correct.
One of two in New England.
Right, and we're tied, so we can say we're the top in New England.
You're tops in New England. So what is it about New England Tech's online programs do you think that garnered this recognition?
There's a lot of things that go into creating really innovative and collaborative online learning environments. It starts with faculty. They're experts in their field. The thing that's different, I think, about our faculty than many other faculty at other institutions is the fact that they have work experience in their field, and so they bring that real-world work experience into the classroom. They work very closely with our instructional design staff, and these are people that have studied at the graduate level how to create these really collaborative, engaging online learning environments. So they'll take and they'll work with a faculty for 2 terms prior to actually delivering the course for the first time. And so we feel that our development process for online learning is very unique to many. And as a matter of fact, many of our faculty and instructional design staff have gone to local conferences and talked about our process because it is so unique. And I think that process, on top of the support that we provide our students when they're engaged in the class, we have embedded librarians, we have embedded tutors, we have a student success coordinator who stays on top of student engagement, ensuring that all of our students are participating at the level we expect. And really, it's a learning environment where the students take charge of their learning. Mm-hmm. It's facilitated by faculty, but the students are learning with each other.
So what's the breakdown at New England Tech of in-person students and online students? Now, again, there's both bachelor's and master's programs, but
Correct.
Roughly what's the breakdown?
Okay, we probably have around 300 online students currently out of a total population of just under 3,000. So right now it's about 10% of our student population, but it's growing every day. Mm-hmm. We're adding new programs. All of the programs that we are adding are career-focused, professionally based. They fit within our current mission. And really what we're trying to do with the online education is to create pathways for students to go from their on-ground associate degrees into a baccalaureate level education and then eventually to a graduate level education.
So I know it's probably difficult to encapsulate the average online student. Who is looking for that online opportunity? And maybe it's a different from bachelor's to master's, but what does the student population from that online community look like?
Okay, it's mostly mid to upper level career professionals that are looking to get an advanced degree in order to progress in their field. There may be promotion opportunities for them with that advanced training. And so, you know, the ages of our typical online student range from anywhere in the late 20s to the mid 50s in some cases. And again, they're pretty much focused on a flexible solution for getting a credential that will allow them to then advance within their career.
And you talked about exploring additional online opportunities at New England Tech. What would these programs look like?
In terms of additional programs?
Yes.
Okay, so we're launching 2 programs in about 10 weeks. One's a master's degree in engineering management. We currently have associate and baccalaureate education in engineering technology, in mechanical and electrical engineering, and as well as civil engineering and construction management. And so this new master's degree, which will be fully online, is for those students that are currently working in the engineering or a high-tech discipline that need to refine or improve their management skills as well as their knowledge of more advanced technology. So it's a nice combination of technology and management.
And speaking of combinations, one of the things that New England Tech does offer as well is hybrid programs.
Correct.
Talk with us what a hybrid program looks like.
Okay, so a hybrid program is a combination of on-ground education as well as online education. And we have 2 right now that are really successful. One is our Master's in Occupational Therapy. It was our first master degree offering. We started it back in 2009. And it's a unique program in that it allows students with an associate's degree who are practicing occupational therapy assistants to get to the credential of master's degree, which is the credential required to become an occupational therapist. And so it's very unique. It's probably one of 2 or 3 programs offered in the country. Hybrid, the way that this is delivered is every other weekend on Friday afternoon and on all day Saturday, students come to our campus, and then on the off weeks they do all of their online tasks. We have students coming from all over the country: California, Texas, Oklahoma, Virginia, New York, New Jersey, and of course all the New England states. So it's been an extremely successful program for us. The other hybrid program that's been really successful was launched just recently, our Criminal Justice Flex program. It allows for criminal justice professionals currently practicing in their field with an associate degree to acquire a bachelor's degree in a very flexible format. It's mostly online, but it does require that students come to our campus occasionally.
So moving forward, again, getting this top 20 ranking from U.S. News and World Report, you talk about approximately 300 students out of a population of 3,000.
Correct.
Do you anticipate that balance shifting to more online moving forward?
Yes, I believe it will. Many of our students graduating from our on-ground associate and baccalaureate degrees are now really looking at our master's degrees as a way for them to advance within their careers. So I think that once they get out there and they get 2, 3, 4, 5 years of work experience under their belt, and they're looking now at entry-level management positions and whatnot, these master's degrees will really benefit them.
And what else, as you're here in the studio, again, on the news today about this ranking, you'd like to let folks know about the online programs at New England Tech?
Yeah, well, I think that they're priced competitively. If you take a look, we always pay a lot of attention to competing programs in the country, and we want to make sure that we're priced accordingly. I think just to let people know, there are many Rhode Islanders, lifelong Rhode Islanders I run into every day. They don't even know that we offer graduate level degrees. They don't know that we offer online degrees. So I think this opportunity for me to let them know that we do offer these kinds of degrees is really exciting for us.
So are we going to see a boilerplate on all New England Tech materials moving forward, a top 20 US
I think you probably will. You'll see it on our website for sure, and I'm sure you'll see it on a lot of our marketing materials.
Well, again, the big news today, again, the top 20 ranking for online programs at New England Tech from U.S. News and World Report. Wanted to have you in here to just let folks know a little bit more about what that means and why it's so successful. So, Doug, I appreciate your taking the time to come in today.
Well, thank you very much for having me, Kate.
I'll let you go back to the task at hand.
Okay, great. Thanks very much.
Dr. Sherman, I'll let you go around the corner.
Thanks.
Doug Sherman, the Senior Vice President and Provost at New England Tech. They just announced today they have received a top 20 national ranking by U.S. News and World Report for their online programs. Again, both bachelor's and master's programs, looking to expand as well, so wanted to get their take as to why they're so successful. Glad we had the opportunity to have Doug Sherman in today. I want to thank New England Tech for making this possible. I would now like to welcome my next guest, speaking of education, continuing education, and helping Rhode Islanders, Akina Mullings. Thank you for coming